Hey everybody, this is Carolyn Victorian, and this is my Audio Infusion Green Room session. Carolyn Victorian, who am I? I am an amazing spiritual being. I am a mom. I am a grandmother. I am a vocalist. I am a poet. I am a writer. I am a dancer. And I am simply me. I first started singing at the age of 4.5, 5 years old. My oldest sibling, her name was Deborah. She was 14 years older than me. And she loved to hear me sing. So she was my inspiration. This was back in a time when Dick Clark had a radio station and they used to carry transistor little radios around. And my sister would have me sing the Dells and Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell and anything. And that's when I knew that I wanted to be a singer. Some of my major influences were Carmen McRae, Billie Holiday, Sarah Vaughan. Nancy Wilson was my all-time favorite. And as I started to grow, I enjoyed Roberta Flack and India Arie. I was born and destined for house music. Early on in my life, I was always a dancer. I always enjoyed going to parties as a child, and I then became a member of the Zanzibar in Newark, New Jersey, and that's when I was first introduced to what we now call house music. Back then we called it underground, and through the Zanzibar I then became a member of the Garage. I was also the Cheetah Club in New Jersey and a whole lot of other clubs, but I just really enjoyed the freedom associated with house music and what it did for my spirit, what it did for my soul, how I could dance out any feeling, whether it was good, bad, or indifferent. Somewhere in me early on, singing with bands, I always believed that I would make a record. What I didn't know is that my first record would be as a solo artist. I had always imagined my first recording being with my band. There was something so amazing about a live band and performing with other souls that are, I don't know, like you have the same agenda, you have the same motive. And when I first signed with Freddie Bastone and did my first single, I Said It and I Meant It, which was distributed by Atlantic Records. It was an amazing experience. I think one of my goals in life as a vocalist was to record a record. I think that was actually like a bucket item for me, a bucket list item. And I don't think I thought beyond that. I thought that once I could record one record, that meant I had satisfied that thirst in music. In my first recording, I signed with Metropolis Records, which was distributed by Atlantic Records. And I recorded I Said It and I Meant It. I enjoyed the experience, though I really wish it had been with my band. I really wish I had had that experience with the elements that made up the band, that just really gave me the amazing feeling of being able to project music outwardly. One of the most fulfilling things about being a recording artist that helps bring things full circle is to put in the work, to create, to put in the work, to perform, to see a finished product, and to receive compensation. That brings it all full circle. Just thinking back over time of a couple of my, I don't think I have a favorite performance, live performance, but a few that come to mind. One of which was being able to perform in New Jersey, where I'm from, at a party called Grace, and to have my brother do the sound. That was a very memorable time for me. Another was with my band Eminon, just gracing the stage and just being in one accord with a group of people that had the same mindset as me, and to feel the music go out to the masses and then the emotions and the energy come back. That is really the most memorable. So when I first moved here to Maryland, I didn't know that there was house music in Maryland, and my husband and I would go back up 95 at least once a month to go to the shelter. And one Saturday night, I think it was, we stumbled across a radio station and there was house music. And I believe it was the Underground Experience, if I'm not mistaken. And I heard a few ads, and I found out that there was a club where there was house music, and my husband and I went, and I was blessed to be in the room to dance and listen to a guy named OG. And we came back week after week, and finally I decided to go up to the booth and introduce myself. I had done some work with soul providers, and I don't know, there was something about the sound, the soulful sound in that club that I just wanted to know who he was, and I wanted him to know who I was. And that was our introduction. I have been very blessed to work with some amazing people in the house music community. I would definitely say Poji Records has been very kind to me. I've also had the pleasure and treasure of working with Piranha Head and Divinity. What's That Records. We put out a song called Sunshine. It was the first on their label. And recently doing work with Will Milton from Path Life Music. And I think over time, God always leads me to the right and perfect scenarios to create music. I have no idea what God has in store for me next. I just know that it's going to be awesome. There are so many talented people in our genre of music, and I will just always stay open to the possibilities, but I will never forget the amazing experiences I've had thus far. What does my future look like in music? Where am I going in music? Everywhere. Just everywhere. I have a new single out on Path Life Music entitled Smile, and another, Why Should I Try, and more to come. This music is a different side of myself that I am just beginning to understand and know and embrace. I'm very excited at what's happening in my life right now musically, and I just don't know where it's going to go, just that it's going to go. So we're going to put Carolyn Victorian vocalist ... In closing to this wonderful, intimate time with you guys, I want to thank a host of people. And if I were to try to name names, I would miss someone, and that would break my heart. So I'm going to simply say to all those people that I have had the amazing treasure and pleasure of working alongside and building with, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you've given me. Thank you for playing a part in my life and allowing me a part in yours. Be blessed.